Hey guys, Not Timmy Sixes here. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a bit of a rant. So everybody knows, I mean, no secret of it, I live in Texas, right? And Texas gets hot. Everybody knows that. And we're getting into the hundreds every single day. And we have to mow these yards. And as I'm sure you know, people are watering their grass as much as they possibly can to try to keep it, you know, green and lush and stuff like that. And there's people that have, you know, and you may have in your home a underground sprinkler system that pops up and waters your yard whenever you set it for, and that's all well and good. It gives good coverage. I don't personally have one in my yard. If I did, believe me, I'd be using it because they are good things. But I just got done mowing a yard of a customer who does one of the things that I absolutely hate. Because number one, I think it's wasteful, and number two, it makes mowing the grass kind of a pain. It's called overwatering. Now, this is a particularly picky customer, and they have a very, very, very small backyard, okay? It's like maybe 15 feet by 10 feet. It's very, very small. It's just a little patchwork backyard. They have a large dog, but they have a tiny backyard, and they have flowers and stuff like that back there as well, right? And their grass is St. Augustine grass, which is and a mixture of that and Dallas grass, which is, when it gets long, it gets really, really thick. And when it's wet, it makes it really, really hard to cut. So we ended up, make a long story short, we ended up spending a lot more time on this little patch of grass back there than we ever really should have, because they overwater. When we went back there, her entire yard was basically almost flooded with water. It was ridiculous. I mean, they must run their sprinklers, and it's already almost 90 degrees outside by the time we get there. It's 9:30 in the morning right now. So you can't, and it wasn't shaded, so you can't tell me that they just got done watering. They have been watering that yard non-stop. It's so green that green is envious of their green colored yard. So on this little patch of grass, we have to set it up a couple of inches, mow it once, and then set it back down again, mow it again. And that's all well and good. I understand that. You know, that's part of the job. I'm not bitching about my job. I'm just bitching about people that overwater their yards to the point where it's ridiculous. They must have their water running 3 or 4 times a day, and at least once or twice at night, to keep it as green and lush and wet as it always is. Now, I can understand, honestly, if you have a vegetable garden back there or something that's going to produce, to maybe go ahead and water it that much, but just for grass, so that your dog has nice soft grass to walk on, it's a little bit overkill. You can pay whatever you want for your water bill. I'm sure theirs is a little bit higher than mine. They don't live far away from where I live. And I can tell you this much too. As long as you mow your grass at the proper height, even during the heat, and we're getting some rain, which we still are, you do not need to water that much. You don't. You don't have to go, well, every 5 minutes I want my water to kick on for an hour, which is basically what it seems like they're doing. And then on top of that, to complain and bitch and go, well, you're leaving clumps of grass. Well, you know what? Your grass is super tall and thick because you water it every 5 seconds. I mean, they're a great customer, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset with them like that, but I just don't understand that thought process. I don't get why you would waste money on dumping water out onto your yard like that when it's really not producing anything. Your lawn is really not producing you any food or anything that's going to be helpful, so it's really not paying you anything back to do that. I know of people, and I think there's a subscriber on this channel that told me he got rid of his yard. He ripped it out and turned it all into something that he can produce food on, like a vegetable garden and things like that, and fruits and things like that. Because why water the crap out of a yard that's not producing or giving you anything back? All I'm saying is, just don't be so wasteful with, I don't think people should be so wasteful with water. I really don't. And I'm not some kind of water conserving freak or anything like that. And I'm not some person that just thinks, oh my gosh, the environment, we have to save the water. I'm not thinking that at all. I'm just thinking it's a lot of overkill, man. It's a lot of overkill for a little patch of grass like that. I understand that you want your yard to look nice. Oh, and also they leave big old piles of dog poop for us to try to get around as well in their yard. Natural fertilizer. So that's it. Just a little quick rant today. I don't know if you guys that do lawn care have ever experienced that or ran into that. It is a pain in the butt when you do run into people that overwater. I mean, I get maybe you want to, I don't know, win the neighborhood award for the nicest looking lawn on the block or something. I don't know. But come on, folks. I mean, be practical about using your water and when you water the yard. And that concludes Not Timmy 66 rant for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the channel. I apologize for the rant. No, I don't. Not really. I don't apologize at all. There's more to come, guys. Thanks for watching Not Timmy 66. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. No matter what you do in life, always make it count. We'll be back real soon.